And it's something I think you'll like, Dave.
I'm listening.
Now, first a health report, which you'll hate. But after that, we have, I forget the group.
Recess?
No. Oh, don't you wish?
I do
No,
wish.
we're not. We're not having a break.
Sit through a health
We're not
report, it's
having
like
snack time.
Having to go to class
No.
and do calculus.
We're not having snack time or a recess.
Can we do a moment of silence for Biggie?
No poor little
Who's
out.
not with us?
I don't think so.
It's not on the grid.
Yeah.
I don't see it on the grid here. Tomorrow we'll leave a blank space for him for the.
Last week I gave you an hour and 15 minutes of silence. You didn't say
We
anything
did.
then.
We did.
That's
We said
enough for
thank
the
you then.
whole
That's
year,
fine.
you know.
That's plenty of moments of silence.
More
isn't
than
it?
enough.
No, it's the Television Academy has ranked the 75 most impactful moments in TV history. And here's what we'll do. Now, BB Shea knows them. Okay. I'll give you the date they occurred. You try to guess what happened, what the most impactful moment. And
now, this is on television?
This is on television, an impactful moment on television. Some of it's news coverage, some of it's entertainment. You know, BB Shea was alive for exactly one of them of the top 10, and we have audio of all 10 of them.
Oh,
yeah, and BB Shea said the only one he was alive for, to give you this one, was September 11th. He was in the 4th grade. And it was surreal to him because it didn't mean that much at the time.
How can you comprehend?
He's only in the 4th grade, right? And do you know what we were doing on September 11th?
No.
This. I was sitting right here.
I'm sitting right here.
Kristen was sitting right there.
Yeah, I was in Dolores Graham's class, and just all of a sudden they were like, "Hey, we're leaving," and then my mom was there, and I'm like, "It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's the
Like,
weirdest
what's going
thing."
on?
Yeah,
Right,
and
yeah.
then they kind of told us, and like I said, it didn't carry weight. You know, it was 4th grade.
Yeah.
Could you tell BB Shea if your parents were emotional, acted differently?
I don't remember much of their reaction to it. No.
Do you know where we saw the news break? Right on that TV.
That same
same TV
television.
right there.
Yonder she sits.
That's her right there.
same cable box too.
And we had no way of putting that on our air.
Yeah.
Now we do.
Yeah, if something were to happen, unfortunately, yes.
We were not prepared at that time. We were just sitting here, goofing around. And so somebody had to come in and take a microphone and hold it up to the television. That's how because we turned it right over to television while our engineer rigged it up over like the next few hours that we could get television audio on the air. It wasn't planned well, because we didn't know. We really probably should have thought of that. Like something could happen, but we did. And it's like, it brings me to this question. COVID started 4 years ago today, or not 4 years ago today, but around this time 4 years ago. And when people were asked, what does that make you think? The number one response was, we're not prepared. We weren't prepared, and we're still not prepared.
No.
Even if it happened again in 2 years, we'd still be scrambling, I think. Don't you think? We just don't. You don't plan for stuff like that.
No, that kind of stuff happens out of nowhere, and it's usually it's a unique thing that will happen. COVID, a 9/11 planes hitting buildings, and who knows what the next situation will be like. How did we not know? Whatever it was, you can't even fathom what that event
what the
will be.
conspiracy people are hollering sheep. They're hollering sheep at their speakers.
I know
right now.
because we don't.
All this was planned. both the things you just mentioned, according to the conspiracy theorists, were planned.
The COVID,
because there's people out there that have meetings all the time and plan things.
I don't believe those conspiracy theories.
They're out there.
They're out there.
We're not prepared, or we weren't prepared at least this time. Now, I do think we're prepared for many military. I think we stop a lot of things that could happen to us.
Oh, yes.
We didn't stop September 11th, of course. If the one you always
wasn't
hear,
military.
No, it wasn't military.
Wasn't a
Right, wasn't
traditional
military.
attack.
That's right. The other things you hear now is things will be off the grid. All of a sudden our electricity will go out, or the internet will go out through the entire country.
Yeah.
And when that does happen, we'll probably think to ourselves, how could we not have prepared for this?
Yeah. Cell phones will go out one day.
Yeah.
I don't know when. I don't know how.
Well, will they or won't they? I mean, do you think?
I think cell phone towers will go out and Wi-Fi's will go out.
You do.
Unless you're going to talk to somebody.
You do.
Unless you have a landline, but nobody else. Who are you going to call?
Well, that's what that's what this movie that I think BB Shea and I saw, The End of the World. No, what is it called? It's the one with Julia Roberts recently.
Yes, I know. I can't think of it.
I know what you're talking
that's
about.
what it's. That's what it's about.
Leave the world behind.
Leave the world behind. Yeah. White Jimmy. Holy cow!
Holy cow!
Look at this. A blast from the past. One of the all-time great P1 listeners. Sir, how are you? What are you talking about today?
Oh, my, it is a blast from the past. I've been with you guys a long time,
Yes.
and the September 11th thing just brought up a lot of memories. I was listening to your show on September the 11th, 2001, and had a god-awful hangover back then, and I went to pay a visit to the Porcelain God, and I turned the radio on like I always do. Mm-hmm. And you guys were known back early in your careers for these April Fool's pranks and stuff. They were pretty damn funny. I mean, you about to got in trouble a time or two.
Right.
I said, oh, they're pulling some kind of prank. I didn't think it was real.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and
word.
then finally, I finish and I go out to the living room and turn on the television, and there's people jumping off the top of this building. And then the second plane hit. I said, what the F is going on?
Oh, I know. It was like the world was ending. I mean, it was unbelievable.
You may be the only person in the U.S., maybe the globe, who was puking when it happened.
Maybe. But it was a Tuesday morning, so it was pretty common, I guess. Yeah, you're out on a Monday night. Whatever. White Jimmy, it's always good to hear from you, man. You should call more often.
Legend.
Great to hear from you.
You two guys, keep up the good work.
Thanks,
I'm
White
glad
Jimmy.
he's still with us.
He
Man.
is an all-time great on this. And by the way, he used to have, he would say, I was drinking heavily. He's cleaned himself up.
That's right.
He's great. He's doing great. So
impactful.
All right, let me give you the date. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to skip the health report.
Just like that.
Skip it.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you did.
This is like the teacher bringing in the TV to watch Electric Company.
What you've done.
On a Tuesday.
What you just did there was you wasted enough time that we don't have time for the health report.
I didn't do that.
No, you did. You wasted it. You got me talking about COVID.
You text White Jimmy.
And cell phone blackouts.
And then you got me talking about cell phone blackouts. And now we don't have time for the health report. We have to get directly to the most impactful moments in television history. Impactful. Now, I'll give you the date, and you tell me what you think happened, all right?
All right.
This is number 10. And
Is this round robin or buzz in?
Why don't you buzz in?
All right.
All right. But now, B.B. Shea is eliminated.
Okay.
He wasn't alive.
Yeah.
That shouldn't matter.
Okay. And he's also collected all the...
Okay.
I'm going to see how many Chris Demm was alive for. Bing, 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 bing. All of them. All of them. Every single one of them, yes.
Columbus set sail.
All right.
That was not televised.
All right.
Wasn't.
Number 10, most impactful moment in television history. This is from the Television Academy. Occurred October 11th, 1975. This is pretty tough.
October 70.
October 11th, 1975.
1975. October 11th, 1975.
Does anybody know it? All right. I'll give you another hint if you need it.
Go ahead.
This television show premiered October 11th, 1975.
1975?
Mm-hmm.
Dave. No, I don't know it.
Oh,
Grius.
60
Minutes?
It is not 60 Minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say All in the Family, but that was in the early 70s.
That's way longer.
Yeah.
Let me give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Carlin.
Talk about a live show. Wow. Nice to see you. Welcome, and thanks for joining us live.
It's Saturday Night Live. It's the first time it came out, October 11th, 1975. Top 10 most impactful. Now, it's been on 50 years, and it's still Lorne Michaels in charge of it. They recently say that Tina Fey might take over for Lorne Michaels.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
that's a good choice. I mean, she's really, really good.
That was that's not number 10.
That is number 10.
Oh, that is number 10.
They ranked them. They ranked the top 75. These are the top 10.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not sure I'd make it 10.
It seems high
like
to me.
There's some others.
A little bit high.
I mean, it's introduced the world to so many people, though.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Musicians,
And music.
artists, actors.
Maybe that's why it's most impactful.
It has impacted the culture.
And so many of those people, yes, have
Will
gone
Ferrell.
on.
It's made
Eddie
fun
Murphy,
of culture
Tina
and
Fey.
politics.
I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, that first season, Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, all,
yeah.
huge.
It has
names.
impacted the culture.
Yeah, that's
Presidential candidates have been on there.
right. Mm-hmm. All right. Number 9. Are you all ready?
Yep.
Sure.
August 1st, 1981.
Oh, gee.
81.
These are the most impactful moments in TV history.
August of 81.
August of 81.
It's
August
the month
1st.
that's getting me.
August 1st,
August of 81.
1981.
1981.
Mm-hmm.
1981.
Mm-hmm.
Television.
August of 81.
August.
Yeah.
Can I say what I thought I was going to say?
Sure, yeah.
I thought it was going to be Reagan getting shot, but that was not it.
That was in March of 81.
Is it sports?
Nope. It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
Somebody pass?
The launching of a network. August 1st,
The Fox Network?
It is not the Fox Network.
2 seconds away from switching to the redundant set sequencer. We have gone for redundant set sequencer start, then counting. 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start. We have main engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, rock and roll.
That's the opening moment of MTV, which is also a little high at number 9, MTV. But it did change a lot. I mean, it changed a lot.
Changed the music business. Changed culture.
First airing of the first video on MTV, August 1st, 1981.
We're terrible.
I know.
No. Here we go. Here's where you're going to redeem yourself. I guarantee it. All right. Number 8, most impactful moments of television all time. February 28th, 1983.
Dave.
Go ahead. Who'd you hear?
I think I heard Dave first.
Dave.
I was going to say, no. The Challenger blew up. That's not
No. You're 3 years early.
Michael Jackson moonwalks.
It is not Michael Jackson. The final episode of...
Oh, MASH?
There it is. Final episode of MASH.
What month?
February 28th, 1983.
Wrapped it up at the end of the February ratings book and not in May.
That's right. Goodbye,
Sorry.
farewell, amen. That's right. Now,
Still the highest rated?
still the highest rated television produced television show of all time.
Most watched.
Most watched television show of all time. Final episode of MASH. You were not alive.
No.
Oh, no, you weren't even close. No. I was thinking of Biggie. I'm sorry. Biggie was barely alive. Biggie was a month old when that happened.
Not to be confused with the most watched television shows, which are usually live sports programs.
Super Bowls,
Super
right?
Bowls.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to have one.
You think that'll be the most watched?
I think it'll be the most watched.
Yeah.
I think it'll beat this.
Yeah. Well,
in numbers, which they probably already do.
I think so. They get about 150 million viewers, I believe.
This is going to be so international.
Incredible. Okay, number 7 you'll never get. There's no chance you'll get it.
Okay, good.
It happened May 9th, 1969. Mr. Rogers invited a police officer, Officer Clemens, who's black, on his show to share an episode, and they waded in a pool on the set. He was an actor playing a policeman, but nobody else had done that, I guess. And so the introduction was this.
Could we take a close look at your badge here, Officer Clemens? My friends, I think, can read it. Police.
I've never heard of this before. I didn't know this had happened. Do you know about this episode?
Yeah, because that's, swimming pools are segregated.
That's right.
And the idea of white and black people in the same pool.
That's right.
Even a foot pool.
That's right.
They were in a wading pool.
That's right.
Was considered groundbreaking.
So he had him on his show, and the guy was an actor, and he said, when I was growing up, the police were the most feared people in the neighborhood, so it was nice to play this part. And he was, at first, afraid of doing it, but then Mr. Rogers kept saying, you have to do this. We need to do this. It'll do a lot of good. Fred Rogers, man, that's a groundbreaker.
Yeah.
That's something.
He did a lot.
He was a great guy. Okay, number 6. August 28th, 1963. News item.
August of 63.
August 63. Yep.
Is it Dave?
Dave.
We still playing?
Dave.
Bay of Pigs?
Not Bay of Pigs.
Cuban Missile.
No. Happened in
Martin
Washington.
Luther King.
I have a dream.
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King spoke.
My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
These are the most impactful moments in TV history.
I don't know if this is factual, but I think I have read that he had a different speech prepared that day.
Is that right?
And
Really?
sort of ad-libbed this.
Yeah, this wasn't written in a speech.
Get out of here.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
He ad-libbed I Have a Dream?
I think he had used those words before.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually,
but I think he decided that day that this prepared script he had wasn't
good enough.
Wasn't right.
No, for the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Million Man March? Is that what was going on there, or was that
no,
what it's called?
But it was the March for Freedom.
March for Freedom.
I can't remember what it was
rally.
called. But
Yeah.
anyways, the Lincoln Memorial
Right in front of it.
You know, when I was looking for that clip, he had done a very similar speech or the same line in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, which is fairly close to us,
Yes.
like as a prep for it.
Yeah, he had said it before.
He said it before, yeah. So he did the whole speech, I guess, again. And it was not a prepared speech. My goodness.
I think parts of the speech were, but that part was not.
Boy,
for sure.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
So That was carried live?
Must have been. They called it.
That's almost hard to believe it was carried live.
A march on Washington, D.C., August 28th, 1983, or 63, rather. And they called that the 6th most impactful moment in television history. This is the Television Academy ranking these. So, 10, Saturday Night Live premiere. 9, MTV launches. 8, series finale of MASH. 7, Mr. Rogers has a black gentleman on to share a wading pool. 6, Martin Luther King's speech. 5, you'll get this one. November 22nd, 1963.
Yeah.
It's Walter Cronkite.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago. Vice President Lyndon Johnson has left the hospital in Dallas, but we do not know to where he has proceeded. Presumably, he will be taking the oath of office shortly and become the 36th President of the United States.
They said that moment, Walter Cronkite delivering the news, was number 5 on their list of the most impactful moments.
Him delivering that, yeah.
It's
they cut into As the World Turns.
They sure did. And he took his glasses off and choked up. This is an amazing moment. Number 4, 1977, the premiere of a miniseries.
77? I bet that was Roots.
The triumph of an American family is coming. Roots, the event of the year.
My father watched it. I watched it, sitting there.
I've gone back and watched it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
I did like it. I liked it a lot.
Is it really good?
And this, yes. And
I don't know.
Yes, you should go watch it.
It's there. I have never seen it.
I mean, if you're a person that likes to watch, these mini series and binge stuff, binge Roots.
The cast is amazing.
The cast is over the top.
We watched it, but I didn't know what was going on. I was 6 years old. I didn't know.
It's not for kids.
No.
I mean, it might be for teenagers that can understand it a little better, but it's not going to make a lot of sense. But Ed Asner and of course, I mean, it brought Ben Vereen. And
when my parents watched it, I remember thinking, what is the big deal on this? But apparently it was a very big deal when Roots came on television. The number 4 most impactful moment in television history. Number 3, 1964. Entertainment. Chris Demm.
64, February?
February 64.
Beatles.
Yesterday and today, our theater's been jammed with newspapermen and hundreds of photographers from all over the nation, and these veterans agree with me that the city never has witnessed the excitement stirred by these youngsters from Liverpool who call themselves the Beatles. Now, tonight, you're going to twice be entertained by them. Right now, and again in the second half of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles!
That's how we're going to. Next time B.B. Shea fills in for Biggie, that's how we're going to introduce him. We're going to say, I'm going to be entertained by this man. Here he is.
Yes.
B.B. Shea.
Just listen to that shriek.
I mean, unbelievable.
That was so loud.
It was awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
God.
That's
sound.
That's iconic, too.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, my God.
That is the 3rd most impactful moment in television history. Now,
We're about, what, 2 weeks from the 60th anniversary
60th anniversary of that. That's right.
Wow.
Now, number 2.
Maybe a month. No, maybe 2 weeks.
Number 2, we already talked about, which B.B. Shea is the only one he was alive for, which was September 11th, 2001.
This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center. CNN Center right now is just beginning to work on this story, obviously calling our sources and trying to figure out exactly what happened, but clearly something relatively devastating happening this morning there.
That is the 2nd most impactful moment in television history, according to the Television Academy. They ranked the top 75, so you've got 10 through 2. All right, what's number 1? I won't even give you the year. I bet you can get it. The number 1 most impactful moment in television history. David.
Moon landing?
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
1969, July of 69, and that is the number 1 most impactful moment in television history. I'm sure B.B. Shea doesn't believe it really happened.
Not in 69, no.
Maybe since.
Yeah.
They didn't show that. They didn't put that on TV. That's another Cronkite. Walter Cronkite there for
Absolutely.
both, of course.
Well, he was there for a long time. Now, did you have the rest of the list?
I know, not in front of me. I saw it, but I didn't have it in front. I need to go back and look.
I mean, yeah, based on the 8, 9, and 10 that you had in there, I'm wondering what were...
11, 12, and 13?
Yeah.
Well, let me get those for you tomorrow.
Well, I mean, you don't...
No, I'll find them. I'll find them. I don't have my phone on me.
I mean, these things can be subjective.